Okay, so this is our foam roller Pilates class. I also suggested that you get a squishy ball, and that's really just to throw out another option for you. I actually at this moment can't find mine, but that's okay because it's going to be kind of up to you if you want to use a foam roller rather than using use the squishy ball rather than using the foam roller. Some of you have foam rollers that are harder than mine. So the squishy ball just may feel better, and it's sometimes nice to just try that out, okay? So we're gonna start down on the mat today, and you can bring the foam roller kind of where your shoulders and your head are gonna be. And we're gonna turn to the side and align the foam roller behind us, and then scooch away from it. And then I'm gonna lie back and make sure that the foam roller is just right underneath the bottom of the skull. My foam roller is pretty soft. This is your first opportunity to recognize, like, hey, this foam roller doesn't feel great, and you would just switch it out. This is just an opportunity for us to lengthen out the cervical spine and take a few deep breaths like this. So what I just did was I scooched my foam roller back a little bit so it's not only underneath my neck, but I feel it at the bottom of my skull and my upper cervical spine. And I'm just taking my hands and very gently pushing away so it lengthens the back of the neck. And that just like feels really nice actually for me. If you're using your squishy ball, you're just gonna scooch forward. So the ball is not only under the neck, but it supports the back of the skull and the neck. And then I think the ball will do a very similar thing to what I'm doing with my own hands. So those of you that have any compression in the upper spine, this is just a nice opportunity to find some length there. And I'm just relaxing my jaw immediately and enjoying the way this feels for a moment. And I'm just gonna close my eyes and take a couple of deep breaths before we begin moving while we have this nice long feeling through the neck. Inhale into your belly and exhale it out. And we're just gonna take 2 more breaths. Deep fill up your belly breaths, expand your ribs, bring your back towards the floor and your belly towards the ceiling. Really big breaths. And then as you exhale, come on back in towards the center and feel like you're drawing your hip bones in towards one another and just generally contracting what just expanded. And just give yourself 1 more of those really nice deep breaths. Okay, now I'm just gonna roll to the side and come up away from that. And just like immediately, to be honest with you, that feels really nice to me. I hope it feels nice to you too. And let me just, okay. So now we're gonna move it down a little bit and we're gonna bring the foam roller underneath the tips of the shoulder blades and the hands behind the head, okay? So we're gonna take this beginning part of the class to elongate the spine, like almost from the top to the bottom. We just did the top. We're starting midway. I have my foam roller right around where the tips of the shoulder blades are. And my hands are supporting the weight of my head as much as it can. And I'm just gonna come closer to the ground a little bit and then exhale as you come up. You can let your eyes land at your knees. And let's kind of get in touch with our deep breath a little bit here. We're gonna do 2 more of these. Inhale as you go back, maybe not very far or maybe all the way, it's really up to you. And then exhale as you come up, eyes right around knee height. And again, inhale, go back. And exhale, come up, and then pause there. Push down with your feet, lift your tush, roll forward 2 or 3 inches, and we're gonna do the same thing. Inhale as you go back. So now the foam roller is higher. Exhale as you come up again. And you're working the vertebra that are just a little bit higher. Exhale as you come up. We're just doing one more. Long neck. And exhale as you come all the way up. Push down through your feet, lift your tush, go forward just one more inch. I do not want you to have the foam roller under your neck at this point. Have it be below the neck. And we'll do this one more time. Inhale, let your head be really heavy into your hands. Try and release. Exhale, support the weight of the head with your arms, curl up. Inhale and exhale. And one more time. Inhale and exhale. Keep your head up. Scoot your feet in towards your tush a little bit. Push down and lift your tush. And I want you to roll back maybe a couple of inches lower than you started. It's going to feel like you really need to support the head a bit more. And I really feel my belly working a little bit more. And we're going to do this one more time. Inhale back. Exhale, come up. So this is a lot more belly work for me. Adjust yourself if you need to. Inhale back. Exhale, come up. One more. Inhale back. Exhale, come up. Okay? Let's bring the hands behind the thighs. Slide the feet forward. And then come on up to sit. When you come on up to sit, you can just push your foam roller out of the way and sit up nice and tall. So we just added a little mobility to the spine. We're going to go right into our spine stretch forward. So the feet are a little wider than the shoulders and the arms can reach straight ahead. Those of you with tight hamstrings, just soften your knees a little bit. All of us will flex our feet, sit tall, breathe in, and then exhale as you stretch forward. And just notice if you think that this feels a little freer than it would have if we hadn't just done all that rolling. And then when you curl back up again, stack your spine, relax your shoulders, and sit a little taller than you first did. Let's take a deeper breath this time. Inhale and exhale. Inhale to come back up. Take your time. This is the deepest, longest breath you're going to take here. We're doing an exhale to reach forward. Exhale, 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 exhale. Can you empty the lungs all the way out? And then draw the abdominals in to stack your spine. Sit tall, relax your shoulders. Let's do one more for good luck. Inhale, sit the tallest you have yet. Flex your feet. And then really long exhale, belly button is in. Stretch forward through the fingers, the heels, the crown of the head. And then roll all the way back up again. And bring the arms down, okay? Soften your knees for a minute, bring your hands behind your thighs. Let's just release the neck a little bit more. Ear to shoulder, and then come through the center. Ear to shoulder. When you bring your ear to your shoulder, shoulders stay down. So what I see sometimes is people like their shoulder rises up. Try to keep it down. And then just one more each way. And then add a little circle if that feels okay. Come around to one side and then to the other. Okay, and now sit up nice and tall. So the whole beginning part of this class is about mobility. We're going to flip over one more time, or actually first time, and we're going to work on mobility in this way. So I'm going to start with my foam roller under my hands, like my whole hand. For the beginning part, I'm just going to relax my shoulders down and bring the forehead to the floor. Okay, so hands on the foam roller, forehead down, relax your shoulders. Before we move, we breathe. Inhale into your belly, into your back, into your sides. Exhale, find the contraction. Draw the abdominals in, tighten up your corset. Just give me one more deep breath like that. okay? We're gonna add a movement to this breath. Inhale as you straighten your arms, reach the fingertips away, the head is down. Exhale, bend the elbows, slide the shoulders away from the ears, draw your belly in. We're doing this 2 more times. It's a breath and an arm extension. Inhale, reach, 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 head is down. Exhale as you come back down again. 1 more time here. Inhale, reach, maybe even slide the shoulders forward. And then exhale, plug the shoulders back in. This next part, we're gonna add a little bit more movement as long as this is going well. So you're gonna slide the foam roller underneath the palm of your hands. Your fingers are kind of reaching forward. The next time you inhale, lift your head, look forward, the chest lifts. I am gently pressing down with the palms of my hands and sliding the shoulders away from my ears. And then lower back down. Keep going here, okay? Keep going. As you lift, you breathe in. As you lift, you breathe in. I am pushing down into my foam roller. As I exhale, I am coming all the way down and relaxing. Give me 2 more of these, okay? Similar to the first exercise we did where we were guiding our head towards the floor, but of course we're lifting up into gravity during this. All right, and if you don't get the breathing, just keep breathing. Just keep breathing. And I'm just gonna do 2 more here. Arms straight as I push down, I'm looking forward, and then lower down, and 1 more time, and lift, lift, and lift. Come all the way down, relax the head. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, and let's scooch the knees in, and bring your hands to the top of your foam roller. Roll forward and take a nice deep breath. The head gets to hang down, and the foam roller is supporting my wrists. And just take a nice deep breath. Okay, and then come all the way back up, all right? So all of that good mobility is now we're just gonna kind of put it to the side and work on abdominal and stability stuff. So I'm now turning my foam roller so it's nice and long, and I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna sit as close to the edge as I possibly can. So my tush is literally right on the bottom edge, my tailbone. And then I'm gonna lie down. Okay, so this is gonna be really nice to lengthen out the spine even more, okay? I like to just align my arms and my feet and my legs so it feels like I'm not wobbling one side or the other. So you scooch in or out based on how wobbly you are, okay? First, we're gonna move the arms a bit. So make sure your feet are wide enough to support your stability. Arms are gonna straighten out, palms are down, and then you're gonna bend the elbows and go right back down. This next time, we're gonna straighten the arms and lift them up just right by our sides. And then lower the palms back down, bend the elbows, put them back down, relax your shoulders. Really simple, 1 more time. Straighten the arms, lift the arms by your sides, right alongside your side body. It should almost feel like you're reaching your fingertips towards your feet. And then lower back down, palms down, elbows down, relax the shoulders and the neck. 1 more time, a little bit more dynamic. Straighten the arms, slide the shoulders away from the ears, lift the arms, and let's come about halfway up. It's almost like you're reaching up and past your knees, like up towards where the ceiling and the wall meet one another. And then lower back down, palms down, elbows down, relax your shoulders and your neck. This time a little bit more. Straighten the arms, palms down, lift away from the floor, reach all the way up to the ceiling, lengthen out your neck, and then slowly come on back down. When your palms get to the floor, pause for a minute, Relax the elbows down, relax the shoulders completely, lengthen the neck. Okay, this next time we're going to come up and stay up with the arms. Breathe, straighten the arms, reach the neck sort of away from the shoulders, and then slowly lift the arms up towards the ceiling. And we're going to let the palms face one another. Do plug the shoulders away from the ears and lengthen the neck as much as you can. Circles. Bring the arms back about 4, 5, 6 inches. Circle around. I'm still keeping my palms kind of in the same direction. When you come back up, the palms will be facing one another. Back, all the way around, and then up again. And back, all the way around, and up again. One more in this direction. Back, all the way around. P.S. I hope you're feeling this nice little shoulder massage like I am. Go the other way. As you go around, you guys, there's like that moment where you can kind of like release the shoulders a little bit, which will increase the little massage that you feel around the muscles that are sort of just around the scapula. And that's why we just are taking it slow, because sometimes you kind of have to practice releasing so you can really get that mobility and that nice little extra add-on. Easy to just go through the motion without sort of getting the full experience, I think. And we're going to pause right here at the top, and now we're going to open and close. So again, palms face one another, open wide, palms stay up, and then come on back up. It's always interesting for me to notice if one arm always likes to come to the floor before the other one. Of course, one shoulder or one chest side of your chest muscles is likely to be tighter or more developed than the other, but it's just good to notice, you know, and maybe send your breath into that tighter side. As you open, you can kind of find an extra release through the flow of your deep breathing, all right? Let's just do one more here. And then come on back up. And then we're going to lower the arms down. We're not going to relax all the way down. I'm going to make like scary hands. And I'm just going to put my fingertips down. So I'm not going to relax all the way. Straight arms, fingertips down. Now I'm going to walk my feet in a little bit closer, which is going to increase the stability, like how wobbly you're going to be, okay? Let's move down to the feet and start to move the legs a little bit. One leg will come up away from the floor. You'll notice how that feels, and then switch to the other side. For me, there is one side that's a little bit, feels less stable than the other, and I kind of have to adjust my arms a little bit wider when I get to that side, okay? So the closer you are, the more challenging it will be, and the wider you are, the more stable you'll be, okay? You can decide whatever you'd like to do. Let's find that long neck, and let's focus a little bit more on the breathing now. You can inhale or exhale as you bring your legs up and down. Again, just keep the breath moving. Try not to hold your breath. Let's just do one more each way. And then come on down. Okay, now we're going to put the two things together. I'm going to bring my arms a little bit closer, and I'm going to widen my feet, probably as wide as my sits bones. Arms are still straight with the fingertips down. Let's try right arm, left leg, and then slowly come on back down. Make any changes that you need to make for your body. I'm keeping my arms straight, but maybe you want to put your elbows down or widen your arms or whatever you can think of. That just seems like a better choice for you. Scoliosis is going to make this obviously more challenging because you've got that natural curve, and of course the muscles are developed in the way that they are because of that, okay? So don't get mad. That is normal, and just like I said, adjust if you need to, all right? So I'm still doing this one leg opposite arm, and let's do this for about 2 more sets. Take your deep breaths. Let's do one more each way. and then come all the way down. Relax the elbows, relax the shoulders. Let's just for a moment, prayer feet. So like the soles of the feet come together. This is such a deep stretch. Knees wide, my goodness. So there are some of you that I know specifically that just get really tight in this, all these muscles and the fascia that connects into the pelvis from the legs. So just like bookmark this in your head. This is such a great stretch for that. This can get a little intense for the low back. Breathe and only let your knees come out as wide as it feels comfortable to go. Let's give ourselves one more deep breath. And then come on back up, okay? All right, we're gonna come back now, straight arms. I'm just gonna put my whole hand down a little bit wider than my side body. And now we're gonna experiment with having both legs up in the air. For this one, I really like to stay connected to the belly as I bring that opposite leg up. So now both legs are in tabletop. Let's do knees together, feet together. Bring your knees in a little bit if keeping your knees away from you just feels like terrible for the flexors and like you can't connect to your belly. So knees, let's say over the belly button. Let's point the feet and flex the feet. Hold that flex. Stretch one leg away from you and come right back in. And the other leg away from you and come right back in. So this is a lot more work for the belly. Adjust your breathing, adjust your parts. And one leg extends at a time, the other knee stays over the belly button. Again, this is like really common for a place where people want to hold their breath. So notice that. Let's do two more. And two. And one. And one. And then foot down, other foot down. Take a breath. Inhale, exhale. Just for a moment, I want to show you a quick neck release. Bring your arms a little bit wide. Keep yourself centered on your foam roller. Let your head roll over to the right and go as far as you need to until you feel a bit of a release. And it just causes this really deep stretch down one side of the neck. You can hold for really as long as you want, but let's just take one breath and then come through to the center and then go off to the other side. And then come back to the center and then just pause. There's so many things about the foam roller which help to find elongation and lengthening of the parts. And so I just like to show you when you need to, those little opportunities where you can find that if you need to, okay? Let's come on back in with the arms. Straight arms, palms down, long neck. We're gonna bring the legs up again. One leg up, other leg up. I like knees over the belly button. Knees together, feet together. Widen your arms if you need to. Let's point the feet. Flex and hold, flex and hold. Knees can open a little bit for this next part. So heels together, knees open, lengthen away, and then bend the knees and come back in again. Lengthen away with the legs and bend the knees and come in. So I'm not going too low. As you stretch away, draw the belly in very deeply. As you come back in, knees over the belly button. You can move the feet, point, and flex. Let's just do three more. Point and flex. Two more. Point and flex. One more time. And flex. Come all the way down and take a nice deep breath. Inhale, exhale. Yes. Okay. From here, roll to one side, push the foam roller out and lie flat. And just for a moment, like, that's just like the best, weirdest, most wonderful feeling, right? I don't know, that's my opinion. Take a couple deep breaths here. Inhale, exhale. Okay, so now we're gonna push the foam roller. You can stay laying down. I'm pushing the foam roller underneath my knees. Like right now, it's just like underneath my knees. And I'm gonna grab it with one foot at a time so I can kind of walk my feet right on top of the foam roller, arches on the foam roller, okay? So we're gonna find some leg length first before we work the legs in a big way. Cross your arms down, start on your arches, roll out until the foam roller is underneath your whatever, wherever it goes to, calves, ankles. Flex the feet, and then point the feet and roll back in, maybe all the way to the toes. Roll out and flex, long neck. Roll in and bring it in as far as you want to. Roll out and flex. Spread your toes apart. Roll in, come back to the toes. Just 2 more of these. Roll it out. Come in. 1 more. Roll it out. Come all the way in. Come back to the arches. Make sure your feet for this first part are a little wider than your hips. Push down into the heel, almost more than your arch. Press through the arms and lift your hips. Lower back down. Stay down. Roll all the way out again. Flex the feet, lengthen your neck. Bend, come all the way back in. Go back to the arches where you're pushing down with the arch and the heel. Lift the hips, lift, 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 lift. Lengthen that neck. Lower back down. We're gonna do this 2 more times like this, okay? Press all the way out. Find that really nice long leg feeling. Flex your feet, spread your toes apart. Bend the knees, come all the way in. Land on the heels / the arches. Press and lift. Lower all the way down. 1 more time, okay? Lengthen out. Bend the knees, come all the way in. Land on the arches or like close to the heel. Press to lift. Lower all the way down. So it's a lot of work for the hamstrings, right? Last part here. Go all the way out 1 more time. Lengthen out, flex the feet. Send the toes apart. Come on back in. Heel arch pressure, press down. This time, press and lift. Press down with the arms, lengthen your neck. Lower back down. 5 more just like this. Lower and lift. Lift. And lower. Try and push down with both feet evenly. 4 more. And lower. And 3 more. And lower. 2 more. And lower. 1 more time. And lower. Stay down. Lengthen all the way out. And we're going to stay there. Walk your legs in towards one another so they're almost together. And just hold there for a second. Point the feet. Really feel like your legs are nice and straight here and the arms are just kind of pressing down by your sides. And then flex the feet. And again, find that toe open feeling. Point the feet, reach the toes ahead. Flex the feet, reach back towards the knees. Just 1 more like this. Point and flex. Okay? From here, I want you to push the foam roller away just so it's underneath your heels. Maybe the ankle heel area, okay? It should feel just kind of stable there. Bring the left leg in towards you and give the left leg a big hug, either on your shin or behind your thigh, whichever one feels better. Actually, you know what? Let's come to behind the thigh. I like this better. Extend the leg up and then bend, come back. So this is a big old stretch. Extend the leg up and bend, come back 1 more time. Extend the leg up and bend, come back. Straighten the left leg out. Find the foam roller with your ankle / your heel. And let's switch. Bring the right leg in, hold on behind your thigh. Extend the leg up and bend, come back down. Extend, nice long neck here. 1 more time. Reach and then come on back. Extend the right leg back out to find your foam roller. Now we're going to go into single leg circles with the left leg. So the left leg will come up towards the ceiling I'm gonna circle in towards my right leg, around and back up with a deep breath. Arms are useful, neck is long, belly button pulls in as you bring that leg up. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. Let's reverse. Out, in, and up. Out, in, and 2. Out, in, and 3. Out, in, and 4. 1 more. Bend the knee, give it a stretch, give it a hug. Extend the leg out, find your foam roller. And let's try the other leg. Right leg comes up, and now we're circling in, around, up. Arms are useful, long neck. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. We reverse, around. Soften your knee if you need to, okay? I've got my legs straight here, but you're allowed to make changes. 2 more. Last one. Bend the knee, give it a stretch. Inhale, exhale, and extend the leg out all the way. Walk the foam roller back underneath like the bottom of your calves again. Find length through the legs and the neck, arms by your sides. We're gonna roll back in, bending the knees, and you'll find yourself back the way we were before. This time, feet a little bit closer. Let's say a little bit wider or as wide as your hips. Arms are long. Push down with the heel and the arch. Inhale, exhale, and lift. Lower down halfway. Push down through your arms, lengthen your neck. Roll the foam roller away 2 or 3 inches, come right back in again. Ooh, this is exciting. Roll away, come back in again. 3 more. Roll away, come back in again. 2 more. Roll away and back in again. Last one. And then pause, lengthen the neck. I want you to roll down through your spine. Roll down, relax the pelvis at the bottom. And from here, you can step off of your foam roller for just a minute. Take an inhale, exhale. Maybe walk your feet a little bit wider than your hips. And keeping your arms by your sides, let's just come up into a bridge without the foam roller. So you're gonna tuck just a little bit and roll up through the spine. Piece by piece, when you get to the top, just pause, find length, and then roll back down. Don't force it. When you get to the bottom, that's your moment of complete release. There's nothing that's clenched. We roll back up again, okay? Roll back up. We've done a lot of great articulation work, mobility work for the spine. Continue to find your length as you roll back down. Exhale. Just 1 more like this. Roll up. And lift. And then last time, roll back down. And relax at the bottom. Relax the pelvis, take a nice deep breath, inhale, exhale. Okay, from here, I'm gonna roll to the side and come on up to sit. And I'm gonna take my foam roller and bring it back around again. So it is underneath my hands. We're gonna do a little bit of hands and knees work here, okay? So this is an interesting little exercise for people with their hands, their wrists, their shoulders. We'll see how we like it, all of us today. Make sure that your hands are kind of right underneath your shoulders. And for a moment, I want you to shift your weight forward. So you feel a lot of the weight in your hands. And then I want you to shift your weight into your sort of knees towards your lower body. Your hands are exactly where they still are, but you feel more of a balanced feeling through the arms and the bottom half of your body. Let's just try that one more time. Shift forward. You should feel quite a bit of weight in your hands. Lift your chest away from the floor, and then shift your weight back. For me, it feels like I'm sending my tailbone towards my heels. I have a little bit of a round spine, like a cat spine here. Keep yourself here, round like a cat, relax your head down, feel the length through the arms as the foam roller almost rolls away from you. You should be pretty light in your hands. And now we're gonna cow, so you probably will be shifting a little bit of the weight back into the hands. Find that opposite shape, shoulders away from the ears, long neck. Let's do this 2 more times. As you round, tuck the pelvis and lean back a little bit like you want to bring your tail towards your heels. Light into your hands, but reach your arms away from you. And then round through the spine. Find that cow, that arch. Send your shoulders away from the ears, lengthen the neck and breathe. Let's do 1 more here. Round through the spine, lengthen through the arms, belly button is in. This is a really nice stretch through the spine extensors and the shoulders, for me. And then roll through the spine, arch the back, lift the chest. There's more weight in your hands here. And then come back, let's say, to that sort of neutral feeling where your spine is nice and straight, but of course the hands are underneath the shoulders. From here, curl your toes forward. Push down into the foam roller, draw the belly in as deeply as you can. Let's see what it's like to lift the knees slowly away from the floor and then carefully back down. So that's a lot of pressure into the wrists, right? I don't necessarily love it. I'm going to try and keep myself really grounded until the last minute when I lift my knees. Pull my belly in like crazy and try it again. Lower back down. We're just going to do 2 more of these. Shoulders are plugged in. Breathe. And then 1 more time. Plug in the shoulders, lengthen the neck, slowly lift. Lower back down. Uncurl your toes, sit back towards your heels, glide the foam roller away from you. The foam roller will end up underneath your forearms. You can relax your head down. Inhale, exhale. Okay? And then come on back up again. Leave the foam roller where it is. Turn around. And we're going to come 1 more time to leaning back on the foam roller. So your squishy ball is always there for you. If you do not like the way that this feels, switch it out and use the other one, okay? I'm going to lean back exactly where I was when we kind of started mid-back. Let's say if you have a sports bra on, it would be right about where that is, or not. Right under the shoulder blades is kind of my reference point. Feet in, knees bent. All right. Relax your head into your hands. Bring your elbows just about as wide, like you can see them in your periphery vision. Inhale as you go back towards the floor, not too far. Exhale, come on back up. Hold there. Eyes above your knees. Relax your head into your hands and curl up a teeny bit more. Legs, 1 up at a time. Lower down. Okay, so this little series here, I have got to check in with myself over and over again about my neck. I almost use my hands here, you guys, to lengthen. Like if you slide your hands under the nape of the neck and then gently pull away, it's a very gentle feeling, but it immediately lengthens out my neck. And then when I curl forward, it's all belly. All belly. Let's do 1 more here, 1 leg at a time, and then other one. Now put the foot down. Inhale, go about halfway back. Relax the head. Exhale, come back up. Find that neck lengthening feeling. Let's bring the right leg up, or 1 leg. We'll get to both. Rotate the elbow towards the knee. Come back out again, elbows wide. Rotate and reach. Come back. We can add a leg extension here. Rotate with the knee in As you come back, reach the leg out. Rotate so your hands are supporting your head. The minute you start to feel like yucky in your neck, remind yourself to relax your head into your hands. 2 more. 1 more time. Lengthen out, bend the knee, put the foot down, halfway back, deep breath. Exhale back up. Okay, let's try the other side. Left leg up, rotate. You can add the leg extension. Two more. 1 more. Bring that foot down. Oh my goodness, go back there, get that stretch. Exhale, come on back up. Okay, relax your head into your hands, lengthen out your neck with your own arms. 1 leg up, belly button is in. Other leg up, hold here for a second. Scoop the belly in, bring the knees in a little bit closer to feel a little bit more deeply connected to your belly. Bring 1 leg down, and then the other leg down. Let's try it again. 1 leg up, feet together, knees apart. Other leg up, bring the knees in a little bit, curl up a little bit more, hold here. Little pulse in, like you want to bring your elbows and your knees in towards one another. Ooh, 6, breathe. 5, long neck. 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my goodness, feet down. Take your stretch, inhale, exhale. Come all the way back up, okay? From here, let's kind of roll to the side and come up to sit. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna bring this foam roller to the side and I'm gonna lie down on my side. This was another place where you could potentially use the squishy ball if you want. I like to lie my head on my arm. For those of you that don't love that, just kind of place the foam roller underneath your neck, okay? I'm gonna keep the foam roller right in front of me, and I'm gonna rest my top hand. For me, this is my left hand. Both legs are gonna straighten out. And we're gonna do a little side kick series here. This is just going to add a little bit of instability, which I just kind of like the way it feels. If you don't like it, bring your hand right in front of your own chest. But I probably have my foam roller about a foot away from my chest, okay? Make sure your spine is straight, but your legs are pitched forward a bit at an angle. Lift your top leg so it's about as high as your hip. Make that top leg longer than you thought you could. And we're gonna bring the leg forward and back. And you're just gonna kind of hold on to the foam roller with your whole hand, thumb on one side, fingers on the other. And this is a nice little measurement here, in my opinion. Leg is kind of higher than the foam roller when you come forward. This will give you an indication if your leg just kind of sinks towards the ground as you come forward and back. How are those deep breaths? It's a nice place to check in. And how about your feet? I like to flex forward and then point back. And flex forward. When you point back, make sure the leg is coming behind the line of your body. So you're getting a little bit of a stretch maybe. Let's do 2 more. And back. And 1 more time. And back. Bring the legs together. Readjust if you need to, nice and long through the spine. A little bit of turnout with this top leg and kick up and down. Up and down. Maybe point up, flex down. Or you can try flex up, point down. Whichever you like better, you do. Let's do 4 more. Energy in this top arm. And 3. And 2. And 1. Lower down and hold before you get to the bottom. Make this leg longer than the bottom leg again. Little circles. Can you keep your foam roller nice and still? Push down through the bottom leg as you lengthen through the top leg. Ball and socket joint here, right? Pelvis is still. Let's go the other way. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then lower all the way down. Let's bring the top knee forward. Thank you, foam roller. So I'm just resting my whole top leg on the foam roller, and I'm gonna hold it with my hand. Scooch your bottom leg back a little bit, lift it up. Let's point the foot, little pulse up. 8, 7, so I love this little option right here. It's just like really nice, if you ask me. One hip is almost on top of the other. Bottom leg is the only thing that's really moving. We're still kind of stabilizing with this top arm a bit. Keep your neck long, little pulses here. Lift and hold, flex the foot. Again, little pulses up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's do one of each, a point and a flex. Point up, flex up, point up, flex up, point up, flex up, point up, flex up. Let's point and hold, little circles. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold there, flex the foot, gotta go the other way. 10, 9, long neck. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Both legs come back. Push yourself right onto your side. So you're using your top hand, but not as much as you are really balancing on your side body. And we're gonna lift and lower. Lift and lower. You can feel free to keep your top hand exactly where it is, or you can kind of up the ante a little bit and move it somewhere. Up to the ceiling, maybe onto your top hip. Maybe you can add a curl up if you like. That's nice. Let's do 3 more. And 2 more. Last time. And then lie all the way down. Okay, just push your foam roller out of the way for a moment. Bend your knees, bring them forward. Let's take a nice little side stretch here. Bring your bottom arm forward and open your top arm to the wall behind you. And just give me deep breaths where you exhale any tension that you feel in your body. Two more deep breaths. And one more time. And then roll back onto your side. And let's push ourselves up. Bring your foam roller with you. Anything else you used, bring that with you too. We're coming onto our other side. Okay, so head on your arm or the ball. Make sure your foam roller is, I would say, about a foot in front of you. My elbow is soft the whole time. Legs at an angle forward. So you've got your straight spine, legs forward just a little bit. Try to make sure even here that you're really on your side, that you're not like leaning back or leaning forward, okay? Top leg is gonna lift. Make your top leg longer than you thought you could, and then come forward and back. Here's another thing you can take notice to. As you bring this leg forward and back, try not to increase the movement in your upper body. Try not to move around your upper body too much. Imagine that you have to stay nice and still through your shoulders, which for me makes it a lot harder. If you're really wobbly, bring your bottom leg forward a little bit, and that should help to keep your upper body nice and still. Let's add our footwork here. Flex forward, point back. Woo, big stretch. Flex forward, point back, find your length. Let's do 2 more, breathe. And 1 more. and reach back. And then bring the legs together, a little bit of turnout, kick up and down. And up and down. You can get your foot involved too. Flex up, point down, or point up, flex down. Let's do 4 more. Last 2. One more time. Lower almost all the way, pause. Make that leg longer than you thought you could. Little circles here. Everything else is really nice and still. 5, 4, 3, 2, other way, around. Try to keep your hips nice and still. 5, 4, 3, energize your foot, lengthen out, and then hold. Bend the knee, bring that leg forward, and relax it right on the foam roller. Bring the bottom leg back. Lift that bottom leg up. Let's keep it nice and straight and pulse up. I've got my foot pointed for this first part. Even here, I'm trying to kind of stay connected to the belly. Lengthen the neck. Breathe. Let's lift, flex the foot, and continue pulsing. Your foot should be pretty parallel with the floor, parallel-ish. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's do a little bit of both. Point, flex, point, flex, point, flex, point. Let's point and hold little circles. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We got to go the other way, but let's flex the foot. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest down. Both legs together. So take a second to recognize if you're really leaning forward or back. Bring yourself right onto your side. And then lengthen and left. Legs should feel super long. Super long. I just got back from Boston, so if we were in Boston right now, I would say you better keep your legs wicked long. Wicked long. It's really one of my favorite accents in the world. It's so funny, so great. Experiment with your top arm and try to keep your shoulders plugged in. Neck is really nice and long. Deep breaths here. Arm to the ceiling was kind of nice. If you did this little curl up, that could be exciting too. A couple more. And one more time. And then come all the way down. And then we're going to take our stretch. Bring your bottom arm forward. Knees forward, and then open your top arm to the wall behind you. Use your exhale to release and lengthen. Give yourself one more really beautiful breath here. So awesome. And then roll back to your side and bring yourself up to sit. Yeah, okay. Let's do a little mermaid stretch here, okay? I'm gonna swing my legs around. I've got my right foot against my left thigh. We're gonna do both, of course, so whichever side you're starting on is fine. I'm gonna bring my outside hand to my ankle, if possible. If you've got any knee tenderness, I'll show you what to do right after this, but let's start by keeping hand to ankle and see if you can get your hips down towards the floor, especially this left one, and then bring the top arm up. As you stretch over, relax your left shoulder and look over towards your foot. Keep going. If this is not good for your knees, my friend, just extend the legs out and do the same thing. Let's come on up to sit. Nice and tall. Let's try it again. Lean over, relax your left shoulder, and look down towards your foot. Reach through your fingertips. Ooh. One more like this. Inhale, sit. And exhale. And then come on up. Let's bring the hand towards the floor on the opposite side. And let's just take one sort of counter stretch, counter reach to find length. And then come on up and we'll switch our feet. Round to the other side. This hip is tighter for me. Ideally, you're sitting down into the floor with both of your hips, okay? Left arm comes up. Relax your right shoulder and then start to stretch over. Along the way, look at your foot. It's causing you to rotate a little bit. Reach through the fingers. Relax your right shoulder and then sit tall. And we'll do it again. Relax that right shoulder. This should be a full breath cycle. Inhale, sit tall. Exhale. And then come all the way up. Bring your arm down by your side. Bring your other arm by your side. Come onto your hands and knees one more time. I know you're kind of like, I was really hoping we'd do just at least one plank before the class is over. You're welcome. Two options. Stay with your knees bent and come up like this, or straighten your legs out for your one dazzling plank. Okay, so choose knees bent or straight legs. Come up into that position and just hold here for 6 breaths. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 more. Last one. Knees down. Sit back and stretch. Give yourself a deep breath. And then come on up to stand however you like. I'm going to come on up so I can sort of end up immediately in sort of a half hanging position here. If you want to make your way up and then roll down into this position, please do that. Hands to your elbows, if that's a nice choice. Soften your knees. Let's relax our head. We've done a lot of work today with mobility. So let's exhale. Let the arms hang. Soften the knees. Push down through the feet. And slowly roll up. Slowly rebuild. When you get to the top, take a nice deep breath. Feels good. All right. Please have an absolutely lovely day. That felt great. If you have any questions, let me know. May the force be with you. Goodbye.